So glad you all came.
It's like I should discuss.
We have neighbors of Sunrise Ranch, residents of Sunrise Ranch, a couple of members of the press. We have people who have lived and served at Sunrise Ranch in past cycles who've come to celebrate with us. Thank you for being here, Suzanne, Marcia, and others, Bill. And we have people around the world who are very aware of this day, and some local dignitaries as well. So welcome everyone. So glad you're here to celebrate with us. And let's give a toast to all of what Sunrise Ranch is about and what it stood for all these years. Toast to Sunrise Ranch.
Here. How do you guys?
They did a great job, I will tell you. How many pages are on? About 140? 40 pages. He found things about our history that we didn't know. So thank you. Thank you to History Colorado for acknowledging Sunrise Ranch. We've been at an historical site before we were acknowledged, but it's nice to be acknowledged. This is an epic place, and epic things have transpired here over the years. And thanks to all who've been a part of it in whatever way. Thanks to people who are here today, part of this ongoing enterprise of Sunrise Ranch. I'd like to read what is on the plaque that we're about to unveil. Okay?
So
The plaque is right outside the pavilion door here. And it says this: listed in the Colorado Register of Historic Properties, Sunrise Ranch, founded in 1945. Sunrise Ranch has served as a center for spiritual growth, holistic education, and thriving agriculture since 1945. That's a quick math, that's 80 years. Founded by Lloyd Arthur Meeker and a small band of pioneers, Sunrise Ranch has been developed and sustained by generations of people devoted to bringing spiritual and cultural regeneration to the world. Designated in 2025 as a state historic landmark in recognition of its enduring spiritual, agricultural, and architectural contributions. I am grateful for the generations of people who have developed Sunrise Ranch, who have served here and made it what it is. I am grateful to Lloyd Arthur Meeker, an incredible visionary who came here in 1945 with some real pioneers. And if you've watched some of the photos, you will know there were just about no buildings here except for the barn and the ranch house. Just about no trees here, just about no water here, although they found some water and dug some wells. And so I'm so proud of them and those who came shortly after, and for all those who've come over the years to be part of this place. I didn't introduce myself. My name is David Crochet. I'm currently the spiritual director. I came in 1975. I just graduated from college. Came here for a 3-month program with Martin Cecil, who's incredible. Blew my mind and just healed my soul. And I've been coming back ever since. I came here in 2020, meaning I've, as of August 2nd, been here 25 years. 2000.
That sounds sweet.
Oh, yeah, I came here, I'm sorry. I came here in 2000. And shortly it'll be time. So I would like to read a couple of things for here. The first one are the words of a hymn written by an early resident of this place. Her name was B. Herrick. And she entitled this little hymn that she wrote, There's a Picture. And I'm reading it because it is very much the spirit of Sunrise Ranch that she's embodying in these words. I won't sing. I'll just There's a victory in each moment. There's a victory in each day, breeding new and golden chances, letting old things pass away, being thankful for the guidance of the bright and morning star, living love, in joy, achieving, here on earth, right where we are. Such a glory comes with dawning, as the skies are bright with gold, and our glad hearts sing a new song, today's story, yet untold. There's a blessing in the evening, giving joy when day is done, and we know the peace of Eden with another victory won. Thank you, B, and all of your generation. There's one more piece I'd like to read. The spiritual movement that is behind this place, that owns and operates this place, is Emissaries of Divine Light, founded in 1932. And the name was inspired by a passage from the book of Matthew. And I'd like to read the few verses that it was inspired by. This is from the Service on the Mount. These are Jesus' words read in my Bible. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel basket, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. That inspired the name Emissaries of Divine Light. And there is in that just the urge, the compulsion, the imperative that we, each one of us as human beings, shine our light, not somebody else's light, but our light into the world. And Sunrise Ranch is dedicated to be a place for people like that, people who know that there's a light within them, and there's more of that light to shine, and want some place to come where others will say, yes, we love that and want more of it. We want your light. This world needs your light. And I will say, this world needs our light. Every last person who's here, it needs our light to stay. And we'll do that, but we here. So, with that, over to Ron.
Hello, everyone.
So there's a stage.
So, my name is Ron Slotnick, and I live in Fort Collins. I have been hearing about the Sunrise Ranch since I was an undergrad and graduate student in Boulder back in the late 70s and early 80s. I didn't know anything about the place, though. I just heard that it was here. And it took many, many years to go by before I was approached by Meredith, who asked me if I would be willing to write a landmark nomination election. And again, even at that point, when was that? Last fall? 9 months or so ago. I still didn't know probably anything about the place. It was intriguing, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. It's true. And she and Bob, where's Bob? Bob's here somewhere. There's way in the best time. Starbucks built all and put the street off. Yeah, they played good cop, bad cop. Guess who was which one? Anyway, I agreed to do the project, and I'm so glad that I did because of what we're doing here today and because of what's going to happen here in the future. My job as a historian, and I work throughout the Rocky Mountain West, not just Colorado, but multiple states, is to go in and document historic sites. I can't tell you, even begin to tell you the wonderful places I've been invited to go document throughout the western part of the country. At this point, this is my 76th landmark nomination that I've written. I've also written hundreds of write-ups on thousands of other properties that were done as part of surveys and preservation plans for communities. I actually even write preservation plans for communities that are in use today. So this is a landmark for me to pass the 75 mark. I'm hoping I can get 100 before I throw in the towel in this career. So I was asked to say a few words, and I want to make some comments afterwards, real briefly, to say a few words about about Sunrise Ranch and my experience of being here. I want to invite this lady right here to come up here with me, Diana.
Hi, it's Don.
Yeah. Diana and I have spent countless hours of meeting and talking over meals in the wonderful dining room here. And we spent many hours also in the administration building, pouring through back issues of the East Valley News. She helped me find photographs and all kinds of wonderful articles. I could not have done this without her. And I even say that in the nomination. Out of the 76 nominations I've written, I've never once done where I thank someone because of their integral health. And she's so much, really shouldn't have happened without her. So this morning I sat down, I thought, what am I going to say about this place in terms of the significance of it as a historian? And I realized, darn it, I wrote 140. There should be something here. I was actually starting to write something, and I realized, what am I doing? I'm repeating what I already wrote. So I want to just read this one page to you, which answers the question that's provided from the state. Two questions, one after the other. Why should this resource be included in the state register of historic properties? And secondly, how is this resource architecturally or historically significant? Okay, this is the crux of the argument right here in one page. So bear with me, I'm just going to read a few paragraphs to you. Okay. Development of the Sunrise Ranch began in 1946 and extended into the 1980s. From the early 30s into the 40s, the founder of the Emissaries of Divine Light, Lloyd Arthur Meeker, who you also know as Yoronda, traveled the country spreading his teachings about spiritual living. By the 1940s, he was speaking and writing about his dream to establish a communal home for the organization, where its members could live, work, play, and learn together, expressing their spiritual connection to a higher being, to the world, and to one another through daily living. EDL needed a headquarters, a place that would serve as a learning center, provide a base for a movement that was growing across North America and would soon spread overseas, and it would offer residents and visitors with a shining example of how life could be enhanced through communal living and direct connection with the land. After settling in the northern Colorado city of Loveland, in late 1945, Meeker arranged to purchase a dryland ranch among the Rocky Hogbacks and timbered slopes west of town. Homesteaded in the 1890s, the ramshackle property held an old house, a barn, and agricultural outbuildings, along with worn-out soils that needed to be irrigated and revitalized. The ranch house and barn were occupied in 1946 and remodeled to meet the organization's needs. From that time through 1986, when the last building was erected, the historic building, that's this building we're here in today, hundreds of EDL residents and visitors contributed to the development of a growing campus that came to hold dozens of buildings along with crop fields, pasture, and extensive gardens. The barren, worn-out ranch was transformed into a verdant landscape and largely self-supporting communal village. Starting in the mid-1940s, food production at Sunrise Ranch was established as an organic operation to support EDL's focus on healthy living. Today, the property appears to be the oldest known intentionally organic farm and continuous operation in the state. In addition to its own schedule of spiritual-based programs, since 1940, Sunrise Ranch has hosted or co-sponsored retreats, conferences, wellness gatherings, arts events, and various other activities. The campus includes numerous small historic residential cottages and multifamily residences, a large dining and meeting center, and a sizable apartment building that provides accommodations for short-term visitors. EDL fabricated its own concrete blocks. They're more like adobe blocks to erect many of the buildings that went up in the late 1940s and 1950s, and locally gathered sandstone was employed throughout the site. The historic barn was remodeled with old staff apartments. Also present is an early treatment center known as the Sanctuary. The large geodesic dome chapel was completed in 1976 and seats more than 400 people. It was designed and built by EDL volunteers to serve as an auditorium for spiritual gatherings and cultural events. Sunrise Ranch is an excellent example of a historic communal utopian campus, complete with residential and community buildings surrounded by crop fields, pastures, and gardens. It was developed starting in the 1940s by a spiritual sect in search of a headquarters, a place where adherents and visitors could immerse themselves in daily life imbued with greater meaning, and it remains active today. That's the argument. So this is what did the job. But again, I couldn't have done it without so many people here. From your wonderful kitchen staff and family. I love that. You don't get fed up most of my trips. You took advantage of it. I have to get. To Diana, to Meredith, David, Michael helped me out getting my bearings on the property and showed me the mappery. It's still easily cleaned out, but it's a mappery. Paul, thank you for all your support. Bob, wouldn't have happened without you interrogating me.
Then a prince.
The laws continue to question me.
I hurt you though. I didn't hurt you.
You didn't hurt. We're good to go. And I'm probably forgetting some other folks here. I'm sorry, but forgot to mention your name looking around the room here. It took a village to get this done. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I want to just say some final word here. And, you know, in some cultures, they really praise the ancestors. And in this case, I want to praise our ancestors, the ancestors of Sunrise Ranch. Thank you for what you've created here. Thank you. The Lord above, by whatever name you want to call that reality. Thank you to the Lord above. Thank you all for coming, for being here as a part of this celebration. There's a sense of the spiritual significance of this event. Who knows where all that goes, but it's a day of a conclusion of something, but an inception of something.
Absolutely.
There's more champagne, I noticed.